And welcome again to Monday's Nitro, WCW's premiere show on Monday nights. I am the JamSaw. Joined with me here is the Brock Redhead. How are you doing tonight?
Good. We are on the go home week for the first ever Champions versus Champions, WCW versus ECW's Gold Standard.
Exactly. The gold standard will be the next contest where superstars, our title-holding superstars, will go in one-on-one matches against your title-holding superstars, and then there will be about 5 other various matches thrown into the card that'll be cross-promotional as well. So I really am looking forward to what we're going to be able to put out together.
I'm very excited, and we know that it's going to be a very high risk matches for a lot of champions because they'll be representing their brands, and they feel like they have a lot on the line.
And it looks like first coming out is Shayna Baszler. If you recall, so far she's one of our longest reigning women's champion. She has yet to lose the title.
I mean, she is an athlete that is above the rest. I can't really compare her to anybody else in the women's division as of right now.
Exactly. She's a very dominant champion, very opinionated, very strong character indeed in the WCW ecosphere. I
mean, you can't really say IQs like that. You gotta, but she doesn't care.
No, she's got no F's to give, they may say. Well, we know how dangerous she can be, having seen what she did to Becky Lynch and Sarah Logan in the past.
That was monstrous. I mean, that is true that some people think that, a former fighter, that she doesn't deserve to be here, but she's proven us all wrong.
Exactly. Proven her strength, proven that she's a true competitor, and she's not going to let anybody get in her way.
Correct.
So just making sure all the women backstage are on notice that Shayna Baszler is still the champ. Now, coming up first on our show, we're going to have a 4-way women's battle royale to see who will be the new number 1 contender for Shayna's title. If you recall, Mia Yim had a few matches and a bit of a feud going on for a while, but lost 2 straight matches against Shayna. So this is the only way that Mia could get a chance to get back. And we also have Asuka involved, who has beaten Shayna Baszler on a couple of occasions. So it'd be really interesting, out of this entirely Asian battle royale, who will come out on top.
I mean, the women that come from the background that they do have, they're known to be more serious, and they're known to be more ruthless. When they first came to this sport right in the States, they elevate the name of the game to new heights.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things to keep in mind when we put WCW back together. I know that our general manager had one vision in mind: to be a show for the people. We want to put on the best show that we can for the people, get the people into the seats, entertain the people.
I mean, you could say that the GM is looking out for the fans as much as he is the superstars.
Definitely. We're all people.
Yes.
Now, this is Io Shirai. I know she's one of the acquisitions that we had since the last pay-per-view. She's a bit of a spitfire and a high flyer, full of energy, and the fans really love her.
I mean, I will say that I never was a fan of the NXT, so a lot of our draft that came from the NXT, I don't really know him that well, and the WCW proved that they draft nothing but the best of talents. When I said that I didn't know who
Rhea Ripley.
And look at that, she showed me wrong.
And her opponents, first.
Exactly, she's killing it with WCW.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kari Sane back to her pirate princess gimmick.
Yeah,
much enjoyed that over her heel run in the WWE.
Yes, it's they sign people and then they don't know what to do with them.
Exactly. I mean, that's one of the most unfortunate things is sometimes getting to the big leagues and then being kept on the back burner is not really the way that we want to go. The talent that we're bringing in, we're trying to include as much talent as possible, but actually let them put on the show, let them tell their stories, give them more free reign over their careers.
Correct.
I totally forgot how long her entrance was.
Oh my lord.
So who do you think might win this four-way battle royal?
I mean, like I've said in previous times that I'm a Sane fan through and through, but also Yim has really shown that she's not a woman to be messed with. But if I'm gonna put money down, then I'm gonna go with Sane.
Montana, California.
Well, Sane's definitely a good pick. Io Shirai, don't think she's any slouch, but for me, I'd put my money on Asuka. Asuka's had a dominant run over the past few weeks over Shayna Baszler, and now she's going to be stuck in this larger scale contest that she has to win in order to get that title shot that she most desperately wants.
Yes.
But Yim does look like a badass, man. I'll give you that. Out of the whole crew that just came out. So don't forget, Battle Royale rules. The only way you can win is to get eliminated. You have to eliminate all your opponents over the top, just like a Royal Rumble, but on a much smaller scale.
Yes. I mean, the women's division is no slouch. Like, they all know what they're doing. But, you know, it's just something about Sane. She just always has the heartstring. She always pulls on my heartstring. And I think it's because I'm a huge underdog fan. And between these four women, I mean, I hate to say it, but it seems like Sane might be the underdog.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're wrong. Having seen how the others all perform together, I do think that she probably has the hardest time against the rest of the opponents. She will be, I don't want to say the weakest link, but she will be the lowest on the totem pole.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, these women, they come from a background that, you know, always is elevating every single day. And, you know, the Japan backing of these four women is just something that this is going to be a very exciting match.
Oh, definitely. I think they all have something to prove, and they're willing to prove that tonight.
I mean, the site is good, to be honest with you. The site is looking fantastic.
Kari going after Yim. Not sure it's a good idea to take her on by yourself.
Nope.
Asuka locking up with Io Shirai, flipping her down. Corkscrew arm drag.
Mm-hmm. Picking Asuka up. There you go.
Big slam from Io Shirai. Looks like Mia Yim has eliminated Kari Sane with a big clothesline over the top rope.
Of course it is. Of course it's the under... Oh, Jesus.
Big devastating move by Io Shirai, taking Asuka out of it and then going after Mia.
I mean, in your opinion, who's the biggest threat in this match?
It's hard to say, man. Mia Yim in the ring, to me, with these other competitors, makes me think of the Undertaker. You know, just unstoppable tower of destruction. But the other two are fast, and I mean, Asuka's really strong too. She's a submission expert, but this isn't a submission match.
Correct.
I think Yim has the advantage just because of height, being high enough to easily pitch people over the ring, over the ropes. Here's Io Shirai, not successful in trying to toss Asuka over, gets elbowed to the face.
I mean, to be honest with you, it seems like it's now a 2-on-1 fight.
For the most, oh, and speak of the devil.
Yep.
Io Shirai gonna bounce off and get Asuka. Nope, taking Yim to the corner, double team. Something happened. That was a strange. Oh. Again, slammed to the face by Io Shirai. Now Mia Yim taking advantage of a knocked out. Oh, an Asuka reversing.
Ooh,
big
nice.
Hip to the face.
Oh, there you go.
Nope.
Ooh,
now
nice
getting
move.
Io Shirai in the corner. Big punches to the back. Switches sights to Mia Yim, going in on her.
Yep, just like
Kicks
I
to the
said.
gut. Oh, and a reversal. And a big power bomb. Mia almost getting a... Oh, and Io Shirai has been eliminated by a hip check. Mia laying the kicks high. Asuka ducking. It's down to the final two. Mia Yim and Asuka fighting for that #1 contender spot. Oh.
I would be with any of them winning, to be honest with you.
And Mia Yim got the upper hand so far. Pushing Asuka over the edge, but she hangs on.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, thank God.
Asuka's still in this, not willing to give up so easily.
Nope.
Oh, and a big hip check to the face.
There you go.
Big kick.
Oh, she's waiting for it. Ooh,
And a series of kicks takes Yim to the mat, but this isn't a pin or submission match. You need to knock your opponent out of the ring.
Yep.
Mia setting up Asuka, but Asuka saying no thank you. Wow, putting her in a leg lock suplex. Grabbing her by the hair and bringing her to the ropes, hoping for a quick, easy clothesline.
Let's go out.
Oh! And Yim scouted that out, picked her up like a flapjack and tossed her on those ropes.
See, well, that's a very, it's very a dangerous thought process, because they can reverse it and pull down the ropes, or you can be thrown yourself. So, I mean,
it's definitely a dangerous proposition. Going one more time for the big clothesline, and Asuka is out.
Oh, Lord.
Mia Yim will be #1 contender and will face Shayna Baszler again for the title in the near future.
Awesome.
Here is your winner, Mia Yim.
I wonder what Shayna's thinking back in the back.
I mean, I'm just trying to think here. I mean, is Yim right on her spectrum?
Well, I mean, she had lost her #1 contendership, but she's found a way to get it back. So hopefully she's been training, because if she's going to be going up against Shayna again, she's only got this one opportunity. If she doesn't win this time, she will be excluded from any other match that could make her a #1 contender as long as Shayna Baszler is champion.
Oh, I always love those. All right,
Now, Beth Phoenix coming out to the ring. If you recall, she was in the first month, she had won a #1 contendership, and Toni Storm had kind of pushed her way into it, and it ended up making a triple threat at Rise from the Ashes. And Beth's not too happy that she didn't get the one-on-one that she rightfully earned.
Correct.
So now that the Tony Rhea feud has cooled a little bit after the last week's match, we'll be seeing Beth Phoenix reclaiming her #1 contendership. Rather brave of Beth calling out the current champ. And not one to back down from a bully. Rhea Ripley's coming out to put in her 2 cents.
I mean, like I said, I have been very impressed with Rhea as of lately, and you know, it changes my perspective on her matches, and I honestly think, I mean, no shade at Beth, but I think Rhea could give her a run for her money.
Definitely. I mean, they're both very tall, very strong-looking women.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have to say she's been a pretty dominant champion, so I'm sure there are some fans behind her.
Correct.
Well, it is true. Beth is a legend.
That is, yes, that is very true. And Rhea is a legend within the making.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, Rhea worried about hurting Beth Phoenix.
I mean, it's going to be hard. I mean, Beth is the Glamazon.
Exactly, but Beth's not intimidated by anything or anyone.
Nope.
Well, it definitely looks like Rhea is willing to honor Beth's previous #1 contender spot.
I mean, that is what the WCW is all about, is the understanding.
Exactly. So it looks like we're going to have ourselves a match in the near future. Not tonight, but definitely coming.
Nice.
That's seeming to come unraveled a little bit there. And Rhea having the last laugh for now, but we'll see what happens in the following weeks when these two superstars go head-to-head for the women's title.
God, there's so many great matches to really look ahead towards. God, there's so much bright talent right in the future, and I mean, I'm not going to. I think Rhea's going to lead the charge in the women's division.
Exactly. And following last week's match where Gallows and Carl Anderson faced off against The Fiend and Aleister Black, they had a fantastic showing of a match, so we just decided we needed to showcase them here tonight. And the newest acquisitions as well, the Undisputed Era, have a little something to prove because they lost the first match that they were involved with when they first started a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
I mean, they're honestly looking strong as ever. I mean, I wasn't really a fan of NXT, like I've stated many times. So I'm not familiar with their performances, but I know they were strong at one of their takeover matches. I mean, the Undisputed Era is not a team to sleep on.
Exactly. They're the future of the business. Whether they're ready for this current challenge or not, well, that remains to be seen. But they were definitely future top guys.
Yes.
I just love the fact that we're able to let them be free to shine in this environment. Yeah.
I mean, for people who are just starting to watch this, what could you tell us about the Undisputed Era that they need to know?
Well, they definitely dominated the tags division as Red Dragon back in Ring of Honor. Then in NXT, they ended up winning and retaining the NXT Tag Team Champions for quite some time, allowing their compatriots Adam Cole and to gain the NXT Men's Championship, and Roderick Strong to gain the North American Championship. So they retained all the gold as a complete stable for weeks on end over in NXT.
So you could say that they are the new Evolution.
Kind of, or NWO in its own right. You know, kind of against the system, against the grain. Just looking out for them. Maybe a bit of Degeneration X.
Oh, so the fact that we are comparing them to so many amazing stables, then the fact is that they are the future. So you are right on that. They are the future of this business.
Definitely, but still in the making. They're going to have to go through these two gentlemen this evening.
I mean, we can say though that they aren't the 16-time champion Ric Flair. They aren't the John Cena's. They are together. They are a dominant team that just cannot be denied.
Exactly, and when put together with the other two compatriots as well, they're a near unstoppable force. Unfortunately, their buddies couldn't be down at the ring with them for this type of match. A Tornado Tag Team, I believe, Extreme Rules match.
God, I can't wait. So what does the OC bring that the Undisputed should be worried about?
Experience. They're world travelers. They wrestled in Japan. There's a lot of different nuances to the styles of Japanese wrestling, and these two are very adept at it. And although in the indies I'm sure that the Undisputed Era may have come across similar opponents, this precise combination is something that you can only see in the Good Boys, the brothers, the OC.
I see. Luke Gallows really showing his strength.
Definitely. This ain't no Festus. This is Luke Gallows.
This is Luke Gallows, a man that should be feared.
And even Carl Anderson, man, dismantling it. Although I think he accidentally took out Luke. And here we go. Kyle getting a steel chair to Carl's head.
Oh, what's he thinking?
Oh. As often happens. Oh, nope, wrong corner. Snapmare bringing Luke Gallows down. Throwing Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish getting his head through the chair that was set up by his partner, Kyle O'Reilly. The best laid plans of mice and men, my friend. Carl taking advantage of Bobby Fish's misfortune with a kendo stick. Going for a quick cover on the side. Luke Gallows keeping Kyle O'Reilly busy. And Gallows and Anderson get the nice quick win.
Why do I always speak way too soon? I can't do that. See, it seems like when it comes to the brands, whenever you speak about something, my guys do it. But when I speak, it backfires on me.
I'm just a magic shot caller.
But what happened here? That wasn't quick, but it wasn't a long fight. Like, what?
No, but what happened was Kyle set up the chair in the corner trying to catch either Gallows or Anderson, but instead Bobby Fish got pitched into it. So the Undisputed Era screwed the Undisputed Era.
So did they, like, I don't want to say they slept on them, but they didn't.
It wasn't a total squash match, but it was definitely it was really unfortunate because Bobby Fish first got his head slammed into that chair, and then Carl came in with the kendo stick and beat the living hell out of him. So he really didn't have enough. He was gone, man. He was out cold.
They didn't do their research on him. I think that's what it was. They were unprepared.
Definitely. Now, up next, we have our 24/7 champion match. We're going to see Akam facing Drew McIntyre. But as you know, Akam doesn't go anywhere without Rezar, so he'll be in his compatriot's corner.
And we did make a deal with the WCW that if Drew retains it tonight, then he will not have to come to ECW tomorrow to defend it, because we are at the go home week. So he gets the night off to prep for whatever match that he's got this next Sunday.
Exactly. Well, as 24/7 champion, you know that he's going to have a match against someone. That's going to be a big surprise. We've got a few ideas we're going to toss out. I'm sure everybody will really like what we come up with, but stay tuned. That will be next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday afternoon. We're still working out the details, but follow our Twitters, the JamSaw on Twitter, or Brock. Is it the Brock Redhead or just Brock Redhead?
Just Brock Redhead.
Okay, just Brock Redhead on Twitter. Because we'll be posting the time and date of that pay-per-view shortly this coming week.
Yes. Now, time to get to the meat and biscuits of this match. What does Akam have against Drew McIntyre that Drew should be aware of?
Well, I mean, just pure aggression and passionless hatred. Yeah. He doesn't like anybody, and he's a big boy, so he can dismantle you. But Drew's no slouch either. He's large in his own right, and he once defeated Brock Lesnar, so
yep,
he's no slouch. And he got all the way up to the potential of going against Adam Cole, and if Adam Cole hadn't gotten his head, that's where things went awry. I think Adam Cole got in his head. That's how he lost his match. But having been on two different brands, he doesn't have that much experience or time battling against Akam. That's a bit of an advantage for Drew. There's no psychology to psych him out.
Correct. I mean, you got to look at it. Drew was a young signee, 21, 24 years old. He came in as the chosen one by Vince himself. Vince saw a future in this man.
Indeed.
And, he stated that it got into his head. He went into a downfall, and then he joined up with Heath and God, who was it in the three-man band? It was Drew
Heath Slater, Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, yes. And they weren't seen as future tag team champions. They were frowned upon, and Drew saw that as the biggest mistake of his career. So when he was fired, he left, and then he came back and look at it. He won the Royal Rumble before he signed with the WCW, and it is what it is. This man knew what he wanted to do, and he accomplished it.
Still, if it hadn't been for his stint in three-man band, he wouldn't be where he is today. I mean, yes, it was maybe not the most glamorous time of his career, but it is part of what made him who he is. He should take pride in that.
And here we go.
Oh, and a quick check bringing Akam down.
So
Drew,
Akam representing the Extreme brands, and Drew McIntyre is representing the respected brands. this man, the brand of old school. I mean,
definitely. That's kind of how I feel with the acquisitions that we've made and the way that we portray our matches. I think this really old school wrestling is a good way to put it.
Yep.
Oh, and a quick turnaround.
Oh boy.
He kicks out of it. Big kick to the back. That's got to hurt.
He's screwed up. Come on.
Gut wrench. Powerbomb.
Strength of Drew.
Twisting his arm. Going for a big suplex.
There you go. All right, come on, Akam.
Punches. Well, not even punches, just forearms to the face. And a big gut check.
Yep. Ooh.
Huge thunderous kick. Calling to the sky like a war god. Oh, big slam to the chest and face. Akam's having his ass handed to him. But now he's coming back with a vengeance. Maybe got a second win or something. Cranking that neck.
I mean, he sees what's at stake, and Akam wants it. He wants it. He wants to bring it back to the brand of extreme.
Oh my goodness! Big slam on Drew. Akam going for a quick cover. I don't think you think it's too soon, Akam.
Nope.
Big suplex on Drew, bringing him back down to the mat. I'm not sure Drew knows where he is right now.
No, I can't. I don't know who's the stronger, the faster, the smartest one here.
Well, now Akam has awoken some sort of animal spirit because he's able to toss Drew around like a rag doll.
Yep.
Again, working that neck.
I think this might be Drew's biggest opponent yet when it comes to his 24/7 championship.
Indeed. And there's got to be a lot of pressure there, too, knowing that if you retain, you'll be the longest reigning 24/7 champion in between our promotions.
Yep.
Akam looking to finish it as quickly as possible. Gets reversed. Big DDT. Drew McIntyre bringing him to the center for a quick cover while he's
Nope. Nope.
Not quite hurt enough yet. Oh, he missed that grab. Ended up getting caught himself. Big backdrop body drop.
Oh, could this be it?
Nope, Drew's still kicking out.
Not even a 1 count.
He is strong. I mean, how many F5s did he withstand from Brock Lesnar in this match?
Oh God, like 4 or 5. Come on.
So he's definitely a very resilient opponent for Akam. Oh,
Ooh,
can't quite lift him.
Oh, I should have done it on the outside.
The tables have turned.
Come on. Gotta stay on him.
Oh, big headbutt from Drew, knocking Akam to the ground, going for another quick cover. Not quite enough to put Akam down, though. Akam rolling him away and tossing Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Who rolls outside the ring. Akam itching to hurt him. Drew comes too quickly, gets back in the ring.
Throwing him. Come on. Ooh,
Drop down with a big check. Only 1 count still.
There you go.
Akam
Nice.
hitting his signature. Going for a cover, but Drew's still not having it.
Ooh, kick out.
And Akam going for his finisher. Huge powerbomb. Drew not looking good, getting dragged to the center of the ring. We may see a title change right here.
1, 2.
And Drew kicks out again, even after that devastating powerbomb. It's incredible, the fortitude of this superstar.
It might take 2. It might take 2. Well, you got to think, if Drew took 5 F5s, I mean, he isn't going to get done by 1 powerbomb.
No, for sure. Working that next, some more big punch to the face. Oh, and a quick escape. Turning his opponent around, pitching him to the rope. Oh, and that failed. Snapmare from Akam.
There you go. You got him against the ropes. Come on.
Going for a quick cover.
Yeah.
Drew says, not today. Rolls out. He looks exhausted.
Yep, he's up.
Oh, and a big Luthez press.
Almost got the big boot.
We may be seeing a future shock DDT right here.
No. Oh, God.
Good night, Akam. This is over. And you're retaining and longest 24/7 champion since the debut of re-debut of R2 brands, Drew McIntyre.
Setting the standard. Very nice performance, very strong showing by Drew McIntyre.
Exactly. Showing he didn't even need to go get weapons or anything. Although it looks like he might be going for one right now.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Where's Rezar?
I guess he was already walking backstage thinking his brother would be okay.
Oh, no, that's not good.
And up next, we got a triple threat match for the #1 contenderships for Shinsuke Nakamura's Intercontinental Championship. So we know that Ricochet and Tomasso Ciampa already have some heat between one another. Roderick Strong, the new cocky boy that's come into the division, looking to make a name for himself, and over the past week or two, he's not really been able to shine.
I mean, we're talking...
The way things are going, the Undisputed Era may break up.
I mean, you gotta think, we are dropping him into a grand rivalry between Tomasso and Ricochet, who fought in a best 3 of 5 feud. You know, nothing but great showings by both of these men, and we're dropping him right in the middle of that.
Exactly. But I mean, Roderick's no slouch when it comes to being in the middle of some hot rivalries. In his time in NXT, he was involved in quite a few cross rivalry matches for the North American Championship.
Right, and like you stated, the man knows what he's doing.
And again, like his brothers in Red Dragon, was on the independent circuit, wrestled in Japan for a little while, made a name for himself across the world before being signed to one of the biggest brands of professional sports entertainment.
Yes. I mean, he looks focused, but I just hope that he doesn't make the same mistake that his brothers did by, slipping on his opponents.
Exactly, and being very careful not to get too in the way of this feud already. If Roderick was smart, he should hang back and let the two feuding opponents take a bit out of each other and then try to get in for a sneaky win. He needs to edgeify it, the rated R superstar it.
Yep.
But this is also Ricochet's chance to get a little bit redemption for the big loss at Rise from the Ashes last month, where Tomasso Ciampa beat him in that best of 7.
I mean, I can't tell you the percent I'm pulling for it, because I mean, either win from these men is just going to show nothing but great things that have come from and are going to come from the brand of old school. I feel like they belong here, and they deserve to be nowhere else but here, which will give them great opportunities in the future.
Exactly, and now one of our longest, well, I wouldn't say longest reigning anymore, because he did lose the 24/7 champion, but he's been on, within our own promotion, he's been on a pretty heavy winning streak.
Yep.
So again, this one's really a tough call as to choose who I think would be the winner of this match. Ricochet's got the passion and fire from having lost to Tomasso before. Roderick Strong's got a lot to prove, and Tomasso Ciampa, well, he's just a badass.
Correct. I mean, I just want this match to get going so I can see how Strong does against these two men. I mean, the caliber of Ricochet and Ciampa are something you can't be compared to anybody else.
Indeed. The one thing that we can say about this match is it will be fire. And Ciampa looking right into the camera so everybody at home can see how serious he is.
I mean, we can't deny what he's done and what he is about to do. I know I keep saying about the future this, the future that, but that's all that we have to look forward to.
Exactly. And all three men looking ready to square up. Oh, and Roderick going right for Ricochet right off the bat. Quick tension switch to Tomasso Ciampa, giving him a big suplex to bring him down to the mat. Big kick misses. Scooped up and slammed down.
I mean, who is the biggest threat here? I mean, from Strong's perspective, what is the biggest threat in this match?
Well, I mean, I think Strong's probably been watching the matches. He probably watched that best of 7 with Ricochet, so I'm sure he's feeling that the Tomasso Ciampa is probably the biggest threat. But not to put Ricochet down, he has had matches with Ricochet in the past and knows how quick and devastating he can be too.
Right. All right, there you go. Oh, nice suplex. Oh, no.
Nice. Ricochet rolling out of the ring, all bedazzled by that stunning move by Roderick Strong, but it leaves Tomasso Ciampa, hungry wolf, to go on the offensive. Quick reverse by Roderick, putting him into a backbreaker. Oh, Ricochet missing that Hurricane Rana attempt on Tomasso. Now getting in a power bomb.
Nice power bomb. Ooh,
nice angle slam. Giving props to their favorites. Oh, big knee to the face, knocking Roderick to the floor. Tomasso back up. Hitting a suplex on Ricochet.
Now, do you see this as Tomasso and Ricochet think Strong doesn't belong in this match?
Well, I'm sure that they feel like they have unfinished business. They may feel that way for quite some time, but I think more than anything, they just see him as an obstacle in the way because they want to focus on one another. So if they can just get him out of the way and focus on each other, that would be, I'm sure that would be much more satisfying to them.
Yes. But then again, you can see it as Strong thinks that they don't respect him enough to be in this match.
Well, I don't think it's a question of respect. I think it's really a question of the passion they have for each other's competitiveness. But I mean, unfortunately, it looks like that Roderick's going to get the brunt of Tomasso's rage, seeing as Ricochet was out of the ring. Speak of the devil, he comes back quick, getting right into the middle of things. Nice try, trying to go for a cutter, it looked like. Oh, trying to put Ricochet to sleep.
Yep, he's trying to choke him out. Nice guillotine.
Nope, Ricochet breaking out. I thought he was going to go for the bridge there, but... Tossing Tomasso to the ground, seeing Roderick is up and about. Not taking any chances. Oh, and Roderick putting a clothesline down on Ricochet. Beating him in the face and another side. I don't even know what to call that.
Now, if Strong picks up a win tonight, what does that say about the division? Does it put them all on notice, or does
it makes him the #1 contender? So, given Tomasso's strong performance, that's really the direction he was going into. So, if Roderick were to win tonight, that would really upset the hierarchy, because he would be #1 contender, blowing past even Finn Balor.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go. Nice.
Nice power move by Roderick. He's no slouch in the ring for sure. Tomasso taking his time getting up. Big underhook power bomb. Nice backbreaker on Tomasso, bringing him back down to the ring, focusing back on Ricochet. Ricochet reversing Roderick to the corner. He's going up high. Nice moonsault. Covering Tomasso because Roderick's rolling out of the ring.
Ooh.
Tomasso saying, "Not today, my friend. I still have some gas in the tank." Ricochet trying to lock up with Tomasso, him pushing him off. Now he's wrenching his arm. But Ricochet reversing out of that. Roderick still recovering, double gut punch. Now a flurry of a nice kick bringing Tomasso to the ground. But Ricochet wants him up. And then gets distracted by Roderick. Nice powerbomb, but again does not take advantage with the cover, letting Roderick roll out.
Correct.
And then he throws Tomasso out, looking to decide who is he going to take on. He's a little confused, Roderick. Big punch by Roderick.
Come on. There you go.
This could be his opportunity, but no, Ricochet's going to roll out of the ring, so Roderick has no opponent. Tomasso playing possum off to the side, saw that coming.
Yep.
Big drop kick, taking out Roderick Strong, going for the pin. Only a 2 count.
Tomasso seems like, not getting...
Huge lariat taking down Roderick. He flipped over like a dolphin going through a hoop.
I was about to say, it seems like, Tomasso is getting to that point where he's not yet put somebody away, so he's getting a little pissed.
I think so, man. He's like Kratos, man. He is a god of war.
He is, yes.
Got Ricochet bleeding by smacking his face with that knee pad, but Roderick breaking up the cover.
Come on, there you go. Stay focused.
Chokeslam backbreaker on Tomasso, him rolling out of the ring now.
Ooh,
Drop
nice.
kick attempt from Ricochet, deflected narrowly by Roderick. Nice.
Could this be it? No, it's not.
No, that was just a reversal to the front slam of some sort.
Oh.
Big gut check.
There you go.
Some chops and a takedown. Ricochet rolls out of the ring. I don't think Roderick realizes that he needs to keep one of them in the ring if he's going to pin them.
I mean, I feel like, you know, I want Strong to win because he's. I feel like he's got the most to prove.
Ricochet knocking Tomasso back to the mat.
Ooh, pick him up. There you go.
Jeez, another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Strong. Strong taking a minute to catch his wind. Tomasso getting back to his feet. Oh, and he got confused and almost attacked the ref. Driving his knees into Roderick's back. Tomasso Ciampa is looking to finish it right now.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
With a punt to the head, knee to the face.
On,
1, 2, 3, and Tomasso Ciampa has solidified himself as the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship.
Against who? Against who?
Against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh shit. God, what could that? Oh, like either one of these men, if they had won, they would give Shinsuke so many different types of matches.
Exactly. I'm very curious to see if Shinsuke's ready for the type of dirty brawler that we have in our God of War, Tomasso Ciampa.
I can sign off on that. But yeah, no, like if Tomasso won, which yes he did, he is gonna give him a dirty brawler match. If Ricochet won, it'd be a high flyer versus a technical match. Or if Strong won, I mean, it'd be the battle of two strong styles.
Exactly. Now up next we have Edge coming out. Looks like he has some words to say. Edge looking his age now. Looking a little older, a little bit wiser.
I mean, he's been through a lot of shit since the early 2000s. I mean, he started out with his best friends, and he's now about to end his career fighting against one of his so-called best friends.
Exactly. There's definitely a match lined up for very soon in the near future in between Edge and Randy Orton. They had some devastating contact back in the WWE, and it has carried over to WCW.
Now, is Edge and his wife doing fine, or is there still like heat between the three of them?
Well, I mean, like with Randy Orton, there's still some heat there. They're still not fully satisfied even after that ultimate submission match. So they're looking to, or at least Edge is looking to put it to bed once and for all. But tonight, I think he's just here to talk to the crowd and hype everybody up for that forthcoming match that will happen probably the week after the Golden Standard. Well, there are definitely a lot of complaints by the fans. That's why WCW we try to put on the best show that we can for the people. We want all of the people to be happy with the product, and for all of the people to be entertained.
I mean, and it's nothing short of that. And I mean, I'm getting what where Edge is coming from. He wants this to be over.
Definitely, and luckily Edge has known the general manager for quite some time and was able to get this match scheduled on the People's Show. I
mean, I know there's been hints about the reveal, but we know that they will be at the pay-per-view, and I hope that they reveal themselves.
Definitely. I'm sure that both general managers for both WCW and ECW are eagerly awaiting the chance to debut, so that the people can know who are bringing them this fantastic content week after week.
I feel like that's that is going to be the best show that we've ever been a part of. Is when the question is finally answered of who is it.
Exactly. So up next, what we have is a 5-man ladder match for the Money in the Bank. So the winner of this match will have a briefcase entitling them to challenge for any championship at any time. And
we know that for ECW, the first one of the briefcases was won by Sonya Deville, and we know that she plans to make a statement tomorrow night. But this is going to be, I believe, the first ever WCW ladder match.
Not ladder match, but definitely the first Money in the Bank match.
Yes, Money in the Bank match, yes.
And first coming to the stage, Randall Orton, looking like a badass.
I mean, I feel like it's because he got in the head of Edge. He successfully got in the head of Edge and all of the fans.
Well, that's definitely true. He has a way of getting under your skin and staying there like a bad rash.
Yep. So since we're going to be waiting for them to start the match, let me start by asking you, who do you think is going to win this, and who's the biggest underdog between these men?
Well, I would love to see Edge win it, because he was, I believe, the first Money in the Bank ladder match winner, and was always my favorite. He won it a few times, but he was also the first. But I loved every time he would cash it in. He had the perfect time, the ultimate opportunist. I'd love to see him have that kind of opportunity here. As to the biggest underdog, it's hard to say. They're all top-notch champions. I mean, Kevin Owens, maybe due to his size and maybe a bit of a lack of experience. I don't think he's been in quite as many ladder matches as the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. See, I mean, in my opinion, I think, Joe might be, because, he is more of a ground guy. He isn't a climbing up the ladder type. But, I feel like Styles will be the most overlooked within every aspect, like how you mentioned Randy Orton and Edge, and I said Samoa Joe, and he didn't say Styles in this, so I feel like he might be the most looked to not win it.
Well, I don't think he's an underdog. I think, like you said, maybe he's the most overlooked, but I know he's got the speed and the stamina and the style to pull this off. See what I did there?
So who are we looking at here for fighters?
Well, we have Randy Orton, Edge, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Kevin Owens.
I know you sat down with the OC. What do they think of Styles being in this match?
Well, I think the Good Brothers really are pulling for AJ. Would love to see him get that Money in the Bank title, because it would give him the opportunity to become the champion. And if AJ Styles were to face Adam Cole for the title, then it would naturally allow him to try to influence the GM to allow Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson to re-challenge for those tag team titles.
It's all about who you know, and Styles is a big ring general. I know I stated in previous weeks that Styles is like the new Chris Jericho, and I stand by my statement. Your fans might not agree with it, but you got to look at the bigger picture. Styles is the type of person who can take anybody off the streets and turn them into division worthy champions. And I don't know your stance on it, but Styles can do a lot with a little, and if he's got the money in the bank, then he can do so much with it.
Definitely. And of course, Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe are currently a tag team together, so it's interesting to see a match with two tag team partners in the same match. I don't know if they're going to work with each other or if this will drive them apart.
I mean, that is also a big thing too. Is, you know, no matter how good of friends you are, how successful your tag is, it always comes down to stabbing the other in the back, and that will affect your friendship for as long as you live. And I feel like that's where a lot of tags, they make a mistake, is because, you know, they don't want to let the other win because everybody's selfish. They're only looking out for numero uno. And I just hope that doesn't happen with Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens.
But I mean, often you see the reverse too. Like, the two will help each other out until the very end, and then that's where trouble ensues. So if it comes down between Joe and Owens, I'm sure they'll turn against one another. But up until then, there have been nothing but bros since they first formed their team.
Yes. And there he is.
The man of the hour.
Yes.
Coming out of retirement after, what, 16 years?
God, the man looks good. He stayed in shape.
Indeed. Well, I mean, if you had a wife like Beth Phoenix, I'm sure that would encourage you to stay in shape.
Oh yeah, there's no days off.
And I mean, just the fact that he wanted to recoup, he wanted to come back to active duty, that takes a lot of working out, and he looks to be in just about the best shape of his life. I mean, he truly is a Viking.
Yep. On this day, we see clearly.
Indeed.
Oh, Randy Orton, what are you going to do?
Fixing his invisible elbow pads.
Oh, right each other.
Oh, Kevin Owens not happy with Joe, even though it was an accident, getting slammed into him.
See, look at this. I'm telling you, look, Styles was not attacked first. It was Randy and Edge, and Kevin and Joe. Like, no
exactly.
Styles.
You're right. He is the most overlooked.
Yep. I mean, well, now of course they are, but I mean, in my opinion, I think Styles might be pulling the win.
Well, this match pace seems a lot faster than usual.
Yep.
That was not intentional. It's just, but definitely keeping the energy up, making it a little difficult to see what's going on. But I mean, it's always chaos when you have more superstars in the ring.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Edge elbow in the face and getting hurled by Randy Orton. Randy getting choke slammed, shoulder thrown by Kevin Owens. Now, AJ Styles not willing to not be participating in that.
Yep.
Everybody toss out of the ring. Well, if this was a Royal Rumble, then AJ Styles would have won. Styles playing it smart, going for the ladder while everyone else is distracted. But Randy wakes up real quick. Tries to go for...
Now, we know that Styles was very successful in TNA. You know, since he came back, he's been a dominant world champion. But as of recently, he's been with the OC. Now, it's good or bad that the OC are not out there with them to make sure that he secures the win.
Well, exactly. It's really unfortunate that he doesn't have his compatriots at the ring to help him. But also, like, I think he has enough pride that he would like to win this one on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a big knee from Samoa Joe on Edge's thorax. That's gotta hurt, man.
Oh, Styles, there you go. plus we know that before they left, Randy and Styles had a little bit of a feud. Do you think that might play a factor when these two are in the ring tonight?
Well, it could, but I mean, Randy and I believe, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens were in a feud for a while as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of animosity between most of the superstars in the ring right now.
Randy Orton.
Seeing Edge and Kevin Owens there, I feel a little bit of happiness and pride, both being Canadian superstars.
No, Edge is, there you go, Edge. Come on.
Edge getting the first rung.
Yep. Ooh, nice Olympic
but
slam.
unfortunately, Edge, it's not the first rung that maps. Oh, and in a move that he once performed to Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles has taken Edge off of the briefcase.
I told you, Styles is the most overlooked in this match. Nobody expected that.
Surprise, surprise, and we're always happy for surprises here in the WCW.
Killing it. All right, Styles, come on. Yeah, Styles, come on.
Samoa Joe reaching for the title, or for the briefcase.
All this excitement, just Ooh, there you go.
A big punch to the face. Another punch to the face. Samoa Joe refuses to let go, punching back AJ. AJ getting slammed onto the top of the ladder and then pitched off like a rag doll. Joe reaching again. So far not lucky enough to get a rung loose.
Nope. Oh, come on.
Joe tired. Looks like what the hell is going on, Joe?
Oh, he's relaxing. Oh, no.
Joe has become a ladder piñata. There's no... Oh!
God,
Chaos has ensued.
Nightmare.
Joe fell off the elastic rope holding the... Where the hell did Kevin Owens come from? Kevin Owens was in the rafters.
Oh, no. He pulled a Kalisto. The rafters just belly flopped.
Jesus.
Oh, man, he survived it.
And Joe trying to clean house with the ladder, or KO.
It works. Oh, nice clothesline. Ooh,
nice takedown from Edge. And Owens rolls out of the ring to recover.
Edge throwing him out.
Edge once again setting up the ladder because he knows there's only one way to win, and that's to get that damn briefcase.
Yes.
And Randy Orton not going to let it happen painlessly.
No.
Tossing Edge out. Focusing back on AJ. AJ tossing out Randy Orton, and AJ going to get the ladder. Yeah, you're calling it tonight, my friend. You were talking about how the superstars never listen to you, but AJ heard you tonight.
He's got a fire under him. I would love to see Styles over a champion here.
Oh. Joe, big chop on the top of the ladder, slamming his face into it. Another chop. Randy Orton getting in the mix.
Oh, here we go. We're flying.
Damn, and AJ Styles takes Joe to the mat with a diving net breaker.
I mean, every single man in this match would be a great world champion. I gotta say it.
Randy Orton seeing his opportunity, but Edge saying, "Not today, my son. Not today."
We're still at one. Come on, guys, put a dent in the meter. Come on.
Edge trying to push the ladder down. Randy successful in getting one rung. Backdrop onto the canvas, rolling out of the ring. Edge looking to put the spear on the superstar outside the ring. Was hit by Joe, by KO from behind. Yes. Samoa Joe seeing the opportunity. Everybody out of the ring except for him is going to go for the belt one more time. No? Yes. He's climbing the rope. Maybe Joe finally gets one rung.
Yep.
Going for a second. Kevin Owens blocking that attempt.
seems like Styles is in every single climb.
Owens needs to push that ladder down.
Yep, he's helping his friend.
It
So you
definitely
were
seems to be like it. It's not trying to stop anybody. Oh. And it almost looked like he was standing in Orton's way so that he couldn't mount down the ladder for a second.
Yep. Like you were saying, I think Kevin and him have a
understanding
that when it comes down to it, until the very last second, that is when they're going to start fighting each other. There you go.
DDT on Owens. Will that make him roll out of the ring? Well, no, it's enough to keep him down, though. And AJ Styles not taking any chance. He's going to set up the ladder and go for a quick climb.
Yep, Randy Orton got up.
AJ going to try to get another rung or two in, but nope. The shakiness of the ladder from Orton's climb stopped AJ in his tracks. And another contest for the top. Owens saying, screw it, going to take you both down.
Whoop.
But Randall gets the upper hand. Edge not having it. Edge wants to stop Randy Orton. Randy Orton gets knocked off by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens climbing, going for the rung, getting hit in the ass by Edge.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Samoa Joe saying, no, thank you, Kevin. It's my turn.
Yep. Oh, my God, so much is going on.
Edge getting back up to the top.
Big, be careful.
Big hits from both these tremendous superstars. Joe getting knocked out on the top of the ladder. Falls to the canvas. Edge going for the briefcase one more time. Kevin Owens again saying, "No, forget about it, my friend." Kevin Owens getting suplexed by Styles. Styles like a sneaky ninja assassin. Edge hanging there like a dangling fish.
Oh, he dropped. Oh, God.
Had to let go. I mean, the stamina's got to run out eventually.
I wonder if he's okay. He fell right on his neck.
Kevin Owens getting tossed at the floor. AJ Styles again looking for a sneaky win. You can see, if he can take out Randy, he might have an opportunity. Randy calling for an RKO. Styles puts that notion to rest.
Styles is dominant in this matchup.
Kevin Owens doing the rounds, sees Styles is still standing, wants to take a piece out of him. Joe is out. Wow, and a stunner from Kevin Owens, putting Randy out. Going up top, trying to go for that briefcase while no one else is the wiser. Edge, groggy on the side, is the first to his feet. Owens gets another rung. Two rungs in a row. Only one rung left. Edge couldn't figure out how to climb a ladder, and Kevin Owens is our Money in the Bank champion.
I think Styles proved that it was their mistake that he was not picked as a threat.
Exactly. I mean, it was a fantastic showing. Like I agree with you that AJ was probably the underdog that had the best showing out of everybody. But Kevin Owens, I mean, it really matters who can grab that briefcase, and in this case, it was Kevin Owens. So it looks like that's it for this week on WCW. Stay tuned tomorrow for ECW on Brock Redhead's channel. And this weekend, we will bring you the Gold Standard pay-per-view, where our champions versus their champions, plus a few extra special matches, will be happening. So I hope that you tune in then.
Yes.